Hi there. This is called More Pawn Poison, and it's in the King's Indian in an irregular variation, where white is supposed to get punished for eating the venomous pawn on b7. We'll see that Grandmaster Varga, not sure what his first name is, so he remains slightly anonymous. He was one of the two guilty parties on my database who have eaten this forbidden fruit on b7, but he at least was lucky enough to go on to win. After d4, knight f6, white plays knight f3, black g6, c4, bishop g7, and here white plays knight c3. After castles, white doesn't play e4 as is usual, but bishop g5, which is still fine. h6 immediately poses a question to the bishop, and the bishop runs back to h4. Now c5 is played immediately as opposed to d6, so it's more of a type of Benoni, but white doesn't gain the extra space, rather plays e3. So we can see straight away it's quite an irregular line. After d6 by black and bishop e2, black develops bishop f5 and queen b3 is targeting already that pawn on b7. Knight c6 by black is putting pressure on d4. So white first captures on c5, d takes c5, and now after d takes c5, white considers an opportune moment now to take on b7. Is this correct or not? No, this is losing already. For white, after queen takes b7, black plays this move, knight e4. This is the move that perhaps white missed, because if now queen takes, say, on c6, black will get advantage after knight takes on c3, because b takes on c3, bishop takes c3 is check, and it's picking up the rook. So after that move, knight e4, what can white play? Well, if white tries knight d5, then queen a5 check is pretty good here for black. Black will be winning. And let's have a look after knight to e4. If knight takes on e4 first and bishop takes on e4, white here should perhaps castle, but white's losing anyway. Let's see what happens if queen b3. If the queen goes for a run now straight away, then we'll see queen a5 check, knight d2, rook f d8, more pressure on this pin piece, but this is a very fatal pin. If rook a d1 to defend, then the rook gives up the exchange temporarily on d2, because after rook takes d2, rook takes d2, and rook d8 is certainly winning again for black. So going back, after bishop takes on e4, if white castles, then we'll have rook b8. Where's the queen going? It's going to a6, and rook takes b2, again with a huge advantage for black. Black is threatening the bishop on e2. The bishop on g7 is coming into play, and black is overwhelming white in this position. So this has been a trap called More Pawn Poison, and it's in an irregular variation of the King's Indian. I do thank you for watching. Bye bye.